Okay, so in step 5, we've identified the differences by part UID between the two drives, and we're ready for step 6. But before we do that, I'm just going to grab these values and copy them into a text file just to make them a little bit easier to refer back to later. And again, the top is the SD card, and the bottom is the large SSD drive. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's edit the boot command line.txt. So to do that, first he says make a backup of it. That's prudent in case we make a mistake. So we'll do that. Sudo. So what this did was sudo means do this as a super user, which means you have no permission issues with this type of command. CP, you're going to copy the file in the boot directory called command line.txt, and you're going to copy it to a file in the boot directory command line.txt.back. So now we've copied our command line text file in case we make a mistake. So now the next step, we're going to edit that file. And again, sudo, we need to do it as sudo because otherwise this boot directory is protected and we don't have write access into it. Sudo gives us unlimited permissions. And then nano is the easiest text editor built into Linux operating systems. So there we go. So now what he says is find the part that says root equals part UUID. Okay, we see it over here. So we got to use the arrow keys to move the cursor. This terminal window has no understanding of the mouse. So what we're going to do is change that part UUID prefix away from the SD card and into our new SSD card or SSD drives prefix. So this 17869 is going to be the new value that we write in there. And you'll notice if we compare this part UUID, in my case, was C629, and that's what it starts with here. So we're going to replace that with the, go back over there. So we're going to insert the value for the SSD drive, the 178. There we go. And that is all we have to do. So now we're going to save our changes by hitting Control X. Going to see the bottom of my window here. Save the modified buffer, yes, and enter. So now it's been changed.